Hey everybody, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. This time, we are going to be doing what's called the M.O.S.E.S. Okay, now, I'm not the original creator of it. In fact, I didn't even name it. Now, it's quite simple. It clears water. M.O.S.E.S is actually an acronym, and I'll look for it and actually put it down in the description. But yeah, this is actually quite simple to utilize. Right now I actually have it turned off because I do not need to have it running right now, but let's just turn it on by placing a block here. We'll break it. It actually moves along, breaking the water. And as you saw back there, if one of the sides just happens to have more than enough items, just by one item, it will just continue going. Well, parts of it gets left behind because of how it's set up. Because we're pulling and then they're getting stuck. But yeah, eventually all of them will get pulled out by one. And all these resources are collectible, so you can get them back and reuse it. But as you can see, it's still going. Yeah, because what's happening is these observers are getting pulled. Getting pulled. We could adjust that just to make it where it won't work, where it will be able to go. So we will adjust it so that each section will only lose one if it happens to go that way. But yeah, and to stop it, it's very simple. Either you have to time it right, or get yourself an immovable block, and then just throw it there. It'll stop it. Then you can break it, and then hit this one again, or in fact any of these regular pistons. So, what do you say, guys? Let's get to building this thing. Okay, guys, we're in another world. Make it easier to show you guys how to build it. But yeah, we got 3 different parts. We have the wall, we have the connections, and we have the engine. Now, this entire thing is set up so that you can actually just build it as big and as long as you want. There is no set dimensions. So, therefore, with no set dimensions, there's no set parts list. All I have to say is when you're clearing out water, first off, you're going to need some blocks that are non-sticky and cannot be waterlogged. So leaves are out because they can be waterlogged. Obsidian, I'm not sure if grindstones can be logged, so let's just quickly find out. Easy way is take the block, get a bucket of water, and yeah. If it can be waterlogged, you do not want to use it. But it cannot stick either. So glazed terracotta and obsidian probably are your best choices. Or the opposite of whatever these ones are. If you're using slime here, use honey. If honey's here, use slime. That's another option. But right here is your water level. You need to create a pillar all the way from the bottom all the way to the top of your non-sticky block. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to take a standard block. It doesn't matter what it is. I just recommend a non-waterlogged block. And then we're going to take slime and honey. Either slime or honey. It doesn't matter which one you use. You just have to use one or the other. And we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. And then we're going to come around and place a sticky piston going towards the back. And then we're going to take the same block, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take an observer, pointing it down into a solid block. Now the reason for this is because we are pulling and we're using less blocks than maximum push limit, just in case these blocks get stuck and it's not going to just pull the entire, it's just not going to break the entire machine like we did in the showcase, the brief description. But you keep doing it, alternating between slime and honey, slime and honey. This part stayed the same. In fact, then this 6 here, if you're going to add another level, let's grab the sticky pistons. All you have to do is go here, flip it around, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And an observer with a solid block. And that is it. This is the tileable section. This is the end section, so you don't have to, so it is, you can, like I said, you can make it as high as you want. But now we're going to get into the rest of the wall. We need to be able to push all these blocks roughly at the same time. So what we got here is we got 4 slime blocks and 4 honey blocks. You're going to alternate them, just like how I have it here. These are getting alternated, 4 and 4. We're going to take 1 block away from this wall. We're going to place regular pistons on either the slime or the honey, and observers going down. They actually, they can actually pass through the power to the normal block because they have semi-quasi connectivity. Normally you wouldn't be able to do that. So then that right there is important because that's just going to keep pushing our wall forward, clearing out the water. Then behind it, at least on each section, you need a piston pushing each section with an observer on it, and then you just connect it. This is the way I decided to connect it because it works for me. And you have to be aware of the push limit. Now, we have, like I said, each piston is only pushing 12 blocks because we got 4 there and 4 there total. All the way down, and that's total of 12 blocks, nothing else. And sticky pistons are pulling no more than 12 blocks. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This has 1 too many. So I would actually pull, because I would have to pull it, because it will not be able to pull if I do that. So you have to make sure that your push-pull limit is within reach. So it's a lot of math, a lot of setting up. There is no proper way of doing this. Just get it, just do it to make it work. Keep the push limit to 12. And you can't, it's all the way until the piston. From piston to the block after the piston. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I just happen to power this, it's not going to move because we have 1 too many blocks. Break those, it will be able to move. So we would just actually end up moving this over by 1. And throwing this right here. Break that, Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's good for an end. You can actually expand it from the ends. But you just have to be able to push any part of the blocks here. I just try to spread them out so that I'm not doing it. But yeah, so let's take a quick look at how this wall activates. Because we have it right here. That part is right here. That is this part, and these parts will continue. So we have a 1 block gap, and we're going to be using a normal piston. Now, when we need the normal piston when it fires to be like this. So I'm setting it like that, so when we push it in, as you can see, the entire system moved. If I put a block down here to block that one off, and we take another piston, push it. Well, apparently we still didn't hit push limit. And as long as let's just force push limit. There we go. That guarantees it. And as you can see, it leaves it behind. It doesn't matter if it leaves it behind or not. So I'm just going to force push limit on that one. And we're going to place you here. And as you can see, that gets left behind. Push it again. And it is, and these parts get left behind because this one, because it's the top. The top one will never, you will never want to leave the top one behind. See, that's what happens when you leave all the other ones behind. Everything below. The top will never be left behind because then the system will crash. But this is designed to allow them to be left behind so that so that the system just doesn't break. Now, like I said, with this one, it's the same thing. This part, if I just get myself a piston there, this entire thing will move forward 1. Leaving a 1 block gap. Push it forward again. Oh, yeah, that's a push limit. And does it in a sequence because of how it is. But the sequence is fast. So now what we need here is a way to run this thing. So we're going to, let me take these off. Now we're anywhere in the middle or one of the sides, if you're just doing one side, just somewhere where your piston is pushing this section right here, the main engine, main section. We need to have a fairly slow engine. Okay, guys. Yeah, the flying machine I had here wasn't working out the way I wanted it, so I just took it apart and built a different one. Now, the way that these flying machines work is they are a slow, one-way flying machine. Okay? That is crucial. In fact, I probably can even just eliminate that right there. That will... That should get the system flowing. Nope. I need another... I'll throw another one there. So if I hit this, that won't work, but yeah. Just trying, you just need the flying machine to go slow. We need a single block gap between one of them In fact, actually, we'll have the single block cap right there. So if I activate this, that'll pull it. And continue to pull and then slowly push it. Until it breaks like that. Yeah, it's because I'm messing around with it while doing this. So yeah, and if you're messing around with it, block it off, prevent it from moving. Because then, yeah, you just have to find the right style flying machine for what you need. And when you set it up, you want this one block gap here, so on one of them. Because then all you have to do is just go to the further one back, start it, it'll pull it. And it'll continue to go. Less regular pistons. It gets tricky when messing with flying machines. There we go, that should work. And it's still pretty slow. Which meets what I need it to do. And there we go. That stops it. Just a solid block gone anywhere. But pretty much I got sticky pistons going towards the backs, normal pistons going towards the front, maximizing the amount of space between each of these. You don't need to have hundreds of regular pistons. I don't know why I did that, but and you need to power them somehow. So the way I'm powering them is observers on the pretty much on the backs of them. You can have them on top, you can have them on the sides, you can have them on the bottom. But yeah, you just need a slow flying machine, and you take this and you attach it to some point over here to start the machine, or you do a quick setup so that you can divide it into two different sections. So that's in the middle. Flip this around for the other side. But yeah, this is not. It gets a little confusing dealing with flying machines when it comes to Bedrock. Unless you specialize in flying machines, yeah, it's tough to deal with. But you guys, I hope this video was useful for you. If you guys liked it, leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down in the comment section or join my Discord, which link will be in the description. If you want to support me, you can either subscribe or join my Patreon. Link will be in the description. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.